Welcome to the deep dive. Okay, today we're jumping into something you might not think about much, but it's actually pretty important. Radio control ergonomics.
Yeah, that's right. We're looking at the controllers, the transmitters, specifically, the pistol grip style, the one with the wheel versus the older traditional stick style.
And we've got a specific mission here prompted by a listener. They're worried about that twisting of the wrist you get with the wheel.
Exactly. Especially someone who's already, dealing with computer work all day, occupational stress, plus, well, we all get older, tissues change.
So the question is, preferences aside, which one is genuinely biomechanically safer for the long haul?
And we looked into the science, the ergonomics of it. The answer seems pretty clear, actually.
Which is?
The stick-style transmitter, if you use it with a good support system like a strap or a tray, it's the winner. Hands down, really, for protecting your body long term.
Okay, so stick wins. But why? What's actually wrong with the pistol grip? It's so common.
Well, that's where we need to start. It kind of boils down to a basic ergonomic idea. The neutral posture principle.
Yeah, the bend the tool, not the wrist thing.
Precisely. The moment a tool makes you bend your wrist sideways or up and down, away from that straight line, you're immediately causing trouble. More friction, more strain.
Leads to things like tendinitis or carpal tunnel, right?
Exactly. And the pistol grip, it kind of forces you into that non-neutral position right away. But it gets worse. It makes your hand do two jobs that really don't mix well.
Two jobs? What do you mean?
Okay, so first, there's the static load. You have to just hold the thing, gripping it tight, keeping it steady. That weight, maybe 400, sometimes up to 700 grams.
Right. Just holding it wears you out.
It does, premature fatigue. But at the same time, you need that same hand for the dynamic load, making all those tiny, precise movements for steering and throttle.
Huh. So you're holding this weight steady while also trying to do, like, delicate finger work.
Yeah, it's a conflict. Ergonomically, that's just bad design for a hand tool. You're setting yourself up for fatigue before you even, start controlling the car.
Okay. And the steering wheel itself, that wrist twist our listener mentioned?
That's probably the riskiest part. That wheel makes you do this really problematic combination. You bend your wrist sideways, that's wrist deviation, and you rotate your forearm. Pronation, supination.
Oof. Sideways bend and rotation.
Yeah, especially if you're also extending your wrists slightly upwards. That whole sequence, it puts massive stress right on those forearm extensor muscles. There's one called the ECRB.
Let me guess that leads to?
Lateral epicondylitis, what most people call tennis elbow. That specific movement pattern is a known pathway to it. So just turning the wheel is putting your elbow and forearm at risk.
Wow. Okay, so steering's bad. What about the throttle trigger?
Well, think about it. It's repetitive stress, focused entirely on one finger, pulling that trigger again and again and again.
Single-digit stress.
Exactly, and that's a classic risk factor for stenosing tenosynovitis, or trigger finger.
So basically, both main controls on the pistol grip are kind of designed in a way that promotes common injuries.
Pretty much. They hit major injury pathways in your hand, your wrist, and your forearm.
Right, so that paints a grim picture for the pistol grip.
Yeah.
How does the stick system avoid all this?
The absolute key difference is that it separates the job of holding from the job of controlling.
Okay, how?
With a stick setup, you're using a neck strap, or, even better, a transmitter tray. That transfers the entire weight, the static load, off your hands and arms. It rests on your shoulders or torso instead.
Ah, so your hands aren't fighting the weight anymore.
Right. They're free to just focus on control. And how do they control? With the sticks, the gimbals, you manipulate those using the very fine modal muscles in your fingers and thumbs.
Your digits?
Yep. Those muscles are built for precision. And crucially, using them allows your wrists, your elbows, your forearms to stay relaxed, to stay in that safe, neutral posture.
Okay, this connection is important for our listener, the office worker. The pistol grip sounds like it stresses the exact same muscles you overuse typing and mousing all day.
It absolutely does. Those forearm flexors and extensors, they're already tired, already stressed from the keyboard and mouse. Then you pick up a pistol grip and you're just piling on more of the same kind of strain.
But the stick system avoids that.
Pretty much entirely, because you're using your fingers and thumbs, not really engaging those big forearm muscles much at all. You let the already tired muscles relax while the small, precise ones do the work. It's proactive, really. Especially as tissues get less resilient with age, you're not adding injury to insult.
Makes sense. But, some people just love their pistol grips.
Yeah.
If someone insists on using one, are there ways to make it less bad.
Yeah, there are compromises. Mitigation, you could call it. First, tackle that wrist angle. Get an aftermarket drop-down adapter or an angled wheel adapter. That changes the wheel's position so you don't have to bend your wrist as much.
Brings the wheel closer to neutral.
Exactly. And second, deal with the grip force. Use some good grip tape on the handle. That extra friction means you don't have to squeeze quite so hard just to hold on to it. Reduces that static load fatigue a bit.
Okay, good tips.
Yeah.
And for stick users, any optimization there?
Definitely. Ditch the basic neck strap if you can. Go for a proper shoulder harness or ideally a full transmitter tray.
Why is that better?
Maximum stability, much better weight distribution across your shoulders and back. It completely eliminates any potential neck strain from just hanging it off your neck. Makes the whole setup feel weightless and perfectly stable.
So, wrapping this up, it sounds like a really stark contrast.
It really is. The pistol grip, ergonomically speaking, it's kind of a flawed hand tool, makes you adapt awkwardly around it. The stick system, with a tray, that's more like a portable control station. Stable, neutral, working with your body's natural posture.
So we found that the initial feeling, maybe the comfort of the pistol grip, is deceptive.
I think so. It's what I'd call a cognitive illusion. It feels familial, maybe like driving a car, right? But that feeling comes at a cost. Loading up one arm, unsupported, with all the physical work and risk.
So the final thought for you, the listener, isn't just about what feels okay for the next race or the next hour.
No, it's about thinking longer term. Which choice actively preserves your joints, your muscles, your nerves over maybe 10, 20 years of enjoying the hobby? It's musculoskeletal preservation, not just temporary comfort.